Hi, I'm Freezing Inferno, and welcome to Gridlock. No, actually, it's Gradius 3 for Week 6 of my Let's Play Summer Games. I will tell you more about them, and why I'm picking this incredibly strange weapon output for Gradius 3 right now. The Let's Play Summer Games are a competition inspired by Fat Kakashi's Let's Play Olympics that he made for SocksMakePeopleSexy.net's Sliders and Socks forum. I was a participant in those, and I liked them so much that I made my own games. And now we are through the tail end of it. We beat this. We are 75% done of the 8-week-long summer games. It's been a wild ride. And in this latter half, I'm picking games that I just like instead of trying to vary up the genres. Well, I've been varying up the genres while I'm at it, but I'm actually picking shit I like instead of just weird Mega Man Soccer, Puyo, knockoff bullshit. Gradius 3, probably one of my favorite shooter games of all time. Or shmups, if you want to be like that. It's very classy, it's very difficult, one of the first Super Nintendo games that was put out, and it has great music. Those Konami games for 1991, they had really great music like this, and Super Castlevania 4, oh my god. They pushed that sound chip to its limits. So then, why ever am I using this sort of strange custom weapon setup? It's because this is a custom challenge! And how I went through this custom challenge is very, very wonderful, see. I talked to 10 people I know, since we have 10 competitors. I just talked to 10 people, just poked them on Skype or whatever, said, hey, can you do me a favor real quick? Because, you know, I'm me, and everyone owes me a favor. If I'm calling in my debts, God help you! Because I had them pick a competitor's name, so I posted the list, and they were like, oh, I'll pick Dead Crescendo, or whatever. Then I showed them the weapon select screen you just saw not 2 minutes ago, and told them to pick a weapon setup for each person. Now, a couple of these people, I think, have an inkling of what's good and what's not in Gradius, but most of them, not really. So, yeah. But this weapon setup is interesting, to say the least. Now, I won't lie, part of it is what I usually use in Gradius 3. The E-laser, especially here. But the rest of it is just completely off the wall. These back missiles are really not what I'm used to. I'm more used to Hawkwind missiles. And for my shield, I usually have a big full barrier, or whatever that's called, or a reduce, something like that. But instead I have interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff indeed. And you'll see how it clashes with each other. I've already beaten stage 1. Now I'm trying to get my options up. This shield, this rotating shield, this is the bane of my problems. Because, you see, with these two-way back missiles, I can't actually really hit turrets that are stuck on the ceiling and the floor very well. So what I had to do is I had to go up there and I had to shoot them myself. But the problem with that is that this shield is rotating around and it'll hit the ceiling and it'll knock hits off the shield, thus making my life that much fucking harder. So, anonymous person, you know who you are, I know which one of you gave me the particular weapon setup. Oh, you have picked a doozy, but I will do my best to make you proud of what you have given me. And I will blast through here. Now you may be wondering, what about the scoring system? Who's winning? That's the thing. I don't know if it was because of the legendary curse of Ryu Hayabusa last week that made everyone really late in putting up their videos and judging and shit, but I only got like half of the scores for last week's Ninja Gaiden when I woke up this morning. And since I'm an impatient bastard who just wanted to get this game over with and play it and have everyone react to my wonderful, crazy idea and tell me that I'm the best goddamn host of a summer games they've ever seen, I just put up the thread anyway and said that the scores are to be announced. I'll tell you one thing, though. Me and Dead Crescendo. Well, from the scores I've seen, me and Dead Crescendo are pretty much sort of neck and neck for scores this week. Last week, rather. Not this week. This week, we don't even see any scores yet. But yeah. Because we did rather good. We both made it to the legendary 6-1 in under 15 minutes. And we both had pretty bad luck at it. Dead Crescendo is still, like, nearly fucking dying. I don't have an excuse. Well, I do have an excuse, but I'm not going to go into it in too much detail. Anyway, we're almost done. Stage 2. I've blabbed my way through the bubbles. And let me tell you, this is son of a bitch, this thing. Oh god, this boss. I don't like it. But I do like my E-Laser. I really should give Gradius 3 more of a shake. It has been a long time since I played it. And you know what? All or nothing. Full options. We don't have a shield anyway. We don't have any way to get our shield back until we beat this stupid, bubbly-brained son of a bitch, this amoeba, so let's just blast him. Shoot his proverbial core. You know, I remember, I'm going to admit something really geeky, but back like 10 years ago, me and my crazy friends, the English Abaku, as they call it, we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That was our thing of choice. I'm a gigantic nerd who plays card games, but blah. That's the only card game I ever really played. Ah! We beat the boss. And I always knew that there were a set of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Konami makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. So they like throw a lot of Konami game references into their cards. There's like there's a Gradius card. There's a Gradius option card. There's all sorts of little Gradius support cards. But there are also a bunch of big core cards that are very interesting. And I always wanted to take one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games and make like a deck out of big core cards. But I never ever did it because they're kind of tricky to use. But hell, I might even make a Gradius deck again. You can make a really powerful Gradius deck with a bunch of options on your side of the playfield with strong attack points. All of them just swarming and destroying all the other cards on the field. Oh, I'm getting really super nerdy now. I mean, what else is there to talk about besides I'm shooting things? Man. I wonder if people are going to hate me this week because, well, Gradius 3, kind of hard. Not gonna lie, but thank your lucky goddamn stars we aren't playing the arcade version. I have never played the arcade version, and honestly, I do not want to play the arcade version. Sweet goddamn. It's apparently the hardest fucking thing on God's green earth. And I don't want to play it. I'll just stick with this, thank you. I stuck it on normal. Competitors, keep it on normal, yeah. Don't want no hard mode show-offs! Or any easy mode guys being like trying to be tricky and saying, hey, I made it like super far and didn't die. Give me all the points! No. No, you'd lose style anyway, wouldn't you? As for commentary, well, yeah, it's weird. It's funny because Zenithos, I'm not gonna harp on him because he did a good song for me. I liked that song. This isn't harping on him this time. So, because the Curse of Rio Hayabusa fucked his shit up. He was like stuck in the goddamn airport all week, and by the time he made his video, he was completely drained. He's like, guys, I got nothing. It's just Ninja Gaiden now, whatever. Here, have a song. And they just played songs about people. They were good. Poker face, poker face. I don't know. I have no idea why mine was rife with Lady Gaga references, but it's like he knows that at least 2 of my good lady friends are Lady Gaga fans. I don't know how he knew that, but fucking, I like Lady Gaga. She makes good music. Anyway, I had a point to all this. It's like, so I thought to myself, well, gee, those were good songs, but I don't think he's going to get very many points in commentary because, well, he didn't really talk. It wasn't commentary. It was songs overlaid. I mean, I could overlay yakety sax on this shit, and I don't know. Maybe the judges are confusing the commentary category with a completely made-up category in their head called the being funny category. I mean, being funny is part of commentary, but I've always been an informative guy too. I like to pepper my videos with stuff. If I'm talking about an LP, you know I'm gonna crack wise at it, but I'm also gonna like tell you a little bit about the game and shit, and how things work, and how this works, and how that works, and all this sort of stuff. some things are pretty self-evident. Well, the LP Summer Games have been less sort of informative. I'm trying to inform. I keep blabbing about the LP Summer Games themselves. I blab a little about the game itself. Nintendo got quite a lot more points than I would have thought in his commentary category. From what I've seen. Now, I'm not going to say anything in particular. But it's like, I don't know. That's just not how I would have judged it, is all. But you guys keep doing what you're doing. Just keep in mind that what you're scoring. You're scoring how far people get, how good they are at getting there, and what they talk about while they get there. That's basically the thing. Just going to clarify that for y'all. I'm Southern now for some reason. Oh, God. I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. Because I need a shield so badly. The dreaded Gradius syndrome might rear its ugly head before we're through here. If you don't know what Gradius syndrome is, well, take a look at me right now. I am powered up to the max. I am wrecking shit. Now, what would happen if a stray bullet hit me right now? Well, I would die, I would have jack shit, and I'd have to do this, and I'd have to fight these 5 ships at once, being slow as fuck, and then have to deal with these with a regular pea shooter. In short, I would die over and over and over again, because that is the hardest fucking shit in the world. And I'm honestly not very good at it. Few people are. It takes a lot of practice to come back from Gradius, especially if you're at a boss. If you're at a boss, you're fucked. If you're at a stage, you do have a significant chance of coming back. So, there's always that. Alright, come here. Come here, mister. We're gonna give you a full frontal lobotomy, Mr. Giant Core. I don't know which core you are. Yeah, those lasers really wreak havoc on the rotating shield. I'm interested in seeing how the other competitors do with what they've been given. Like, some of their loadouts average out to be pretty interesting. I gotta tell ya. Okay. Almost got this, chump. Bam! Bitch, go down. That's stage 3 complete. And we have just about 2 minutes left. We're going to Easter Island in space. Boy. Oh boy, oh my. I wonder if I'm going to live. Only time will tell. I mean, I'm doing pretty good, but that's right about when the ground falls down from beneath your feet. Good God. Okay. Got the shield back. Everything's good. Everything's super swell. I'm fully powered up. I got a feeling. I got a feeling that I can no-death this baby. I can no-death this sweet hunter bun! Oh God, there's an option hunter right after me. Luckily, with rotating options, it's very easy to not get hit by that guy. If he grabs you, he will steal your options, and then you'll have to get them back with these power-ups. I love those power-up shapes. That reminds me of another thing. Me being informative again, but there was a version of the original NES Gradius in Japan called Gradius Archimedes. Something like that. Archimedes is a ramen noodle company. Or was. I don't know if they went out of business or not. How the hell should I know? I'm not a Japanese ramen expert. I'm a video game guy. Anyway. Gradius Archimedes was a limited edition thing they released for the Famicom. And it's just NES Gradius, except those little power-up icons are replaced with cans of ramen. Probably shaped to look like cans of Archimedes ramen. This is not a new gimmick in Japan. We have things like All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers, which is like Mario mixed with some late-night programming. This was most notably parodied in... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? 30 seconds left and I died. Are you shitting me? Ugh. Well, I gotta survive for 30 seconds. As I was saying, really quick, this was notably parodied in Retro Game Challenge, which is a fantastic game that you all should fucking buy for your DS right now, as Rally King SP, which is like the Rally King game that was on the cart already. and that's replaced with a Rally King game where it's like palette swapped and shit, and there's a cartoon bird sailing ramen. Okay, I'm done. I'm fucking done. That's it. So, this has been week 6 of the Let's Play Summer Games. I've been Freezing Inferno. I've been solitary alone, and I hope you enjoy this lovely evening. So, I think I'm going to stop this right here-ish.